Fuck the
Atlas.
How you doing? Today we're going to do something a little different. Going to do a bit of a review on this tombstone tail light. In case anyone's chasing one and they come across this particular one, they know what to expect. I'm not sure who makes it. It's a generic product that other brands package as their own, and it generally features the numbers 12-014E. It's described as a big twin 1947 to 1960 something chrome tombstone light. Yeah, for most parts it's not terrible. Let's have a look on the inside. Okay, on the inside you can see it's molded quite well. On the back, I like this, you know, it's sealed off. That's all one solid piece. It's made of some good solid steel. Plastic lens, E-marked, so it's legal in Australia. Not sure if that's actually legit. This is cast pretty well as well, not too bad. Not sure how well the chrome's going to hold up, only time will tell. So there are plenty of aftermarket tombstone lights out there. Plenty, but not plenty enough actually. But they're all different. The reason why I picked this one is because it's not LED, it's incandescent. I don't want LED. I don't like LED. I also got it because it has the number plate holder built in. That's quite practical. Looks the business, looks the part. Now if you're doing just a general bike and you're not overly concerned, then this will do the trick. It cost me 96 bucks I think, plus postage. However, if you're being a bit particular like I am with this, here's why I'm not going to be using this on the bike. So I bought this for the Vikla, and from afar it looks good. When I opened the package it looked alright, but last night I went to do the test fit. I was finally up to that stage where I got the indicators on, so I had a reference point to where I was going to mount this. Went to mount it, but before I even started I had a bit of a goosey gander at it, and straight away I noticed that it's not symmetric. You can see it's a bit cockeyed. This side's flat, you know, mostly flat. This side you can see is there's an actual radius all the way along it. You can see, like, look at that. Yeah, it stands out like dog's balls when you hold it this way. So that was a bit of an off-putting feature. I wanted it to be nice and symmetrical. I guess you may not notice, but I know it's there, and that's enough to get me. Another thing is this rubber mounting grommet, seal, whatever you want to call it. It's ridiculously thick. It's about 4.5 mil down here, with about 6.5 at the edges, and it has this bulbous lump right there that has to be shaved off. It came with a whole lot of what they call molding flash, this here, which is nothing, that'll trim off. There was heaps in the holes. As you can see, it trims off nice and easy. But this got me as well. Look at this fit, and I use the word fit loosely, no pun intended. Look at that. Like, look at the gaps here. That's terrible. But here's why I'm definitely not going to use this on the bike. I'll show you. You sit it on there, it's not terrible. So if you're after something with this sort of finish, knock yourself out. Sits in there, not terrible. To me though, that's a bit of an eyesore. It's a bit ugly, slightly gappy there. Once it pulls in though, it'll probably seal up. Not sure. I haven't drilled holes. I'm not going to. But what I don't like about it is I'm not going to use that. That's just, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'd probably make my own little gasket. But this is why I definitely won't be using it. Well, hello. What's going on here? And there, and there. So what's happening is these mounting posts protrude just a little too far. Now, providing there's enough material in there, you could probably trim these down a bit. if you're using this, it's probably not going to be an issue because I'll sit into these holes, and because this is 4mm thick, that'll take up the excess. But for me, I wouldn't use that. I would find a nicer way for this to mount up, which means, yeah, they're going to have to be shaved down. Now this thing, as I probably mentioned, wasn't overly expensive, but kind of wish I'd not bought it. It's certainly not the part for the job. I'm now going to try and find an OEM Harley Davidson tombstone light. Part number will pop up on the screen somewhere. You know, I'm not going to point anywhere. That's I'll probably point here and it goes there or something. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this piece now. It's probably just going to sit in the parts drawer, and maybe one day it can go into something else. If I was building a slapstick bike like the shitbox shovel head that I'm building, fucking enough, I'd use it any day of the week. But for a vehicle where I just want it to be just a little bit more, you know, Mickey Mouse, this baby here is not going to, certainly not going to do the job. Anyways, okay, see you next Tuesday.